the LinkedIn Playbook, unlocking B2B opportunities and ads.
Yes, I've been discovering more and more what a positive impact LinkedIn can have. So this is Alexandra Carvalho? Okay, I thought it was a Portuguese name when I did see it. The founder and CEO of House and Social. So Alexandra, I'm going to be listening, hearing what you have to say about this. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, SiGMA. I'm the last. Don't they say they save the best for the last? So first of all, thank you, SiGMA, for having me back. This is the second time I'm at SiGMA. Last year, they gave me 10 minutes to talk about TikTok, which was very challenging. So I think this year they were like, okay, let's give her a little bit more time. So I am going to talk to you for about 15, 20 minutes about LinkedIn. Let me just see if my slides are working. Yeah, amazing. Okay, how many of you, I don't have many in the audience, so the ones that are here with me, how many of you are on LinkedIn? Okay, so are you on LinkedIn for B2B opportunities? You want to connect with certain individuals, certain companies? Yes? No? You're just on LinkedIn for your personal brand? You've got your own company? No? Okay, cool, amazing. So I am going to give you some highlights on LinkedIn today, and hopefully you will leave here understanding how to do better business development on LinkedIn. So my name is Alex. I'm the founder of Alex's House of Social, and I am a consultant, an educator, and I pretty much help people kick ass in the world of digital media. So if you need business strategies, social media strategies, I'm here to help you. So in the next 15 minutes, I am going to give you a little bit of a rundown on what you really need to know when it comes to LinkedIn. I've got it right here. This is amazing. Okay, the first thing that we need to understand about LinkedIn is that LinkedIn is going through a really interesting moment. LinkedIn, we would say now it's almost like Facebook. When we think about LinkedIn, it was always about, it's only about business. We will just talk about business, the company wins, your maybe new job that you got. But LinkedIn right now for the past 2 to 3 years has changed massively. LinkedIn is now the place where you can go and share inspirational stories about your journey. It's where companies now talk more about their culture. They talk about the people and the team. So LinkedIn is going through a phase and a moment now where it's no longer, like I always used to say, this big networking party about business. It's also about a more human side to LinkedIn. So the first thing I want you to understand is that it's not anymore just a B2B place where it's all about business. Some of the content that's actually performing the best on LinkedIn is the inspirational type of content. It's maybe why you gave up that job, and maybe now you moved on to a new career. Maybe how you had that amazing job interview. If you are an entrepreneur like me, it's where you will share a lot of your backstory. Why did you start your business? What are some of the pitfalls that you've encountered? So we are loving having that more human side to the content because we've become saturated of going onto LinkedIn and just seeing content that it's like, you know, the pat on the back. I won this and I've achieved this and I've done this. We've been saturated with that. And what's happened as well is a lot of the people that are on Facebook have now migrated massively to LinkedIn. So I want you to now also start thinking of LinkedIn in that perspective that, oh, Alex, but should I share my story as to why I gave up my job and started my business? Shall I share my journey into a job transition or a career transition? Do people on LinkedIn care about that? Yes. LinkedIn has become more human, more personal. We want to hear those stories. So LinkedIn is massively powerful for that. Just in the panel now, we were listening about personal branding, right? Does anybody here have a personal brand? Personal brand? Personal? LinkedIn is an amazing place, right? For you to tell your story, for you to share your why, your origin story, okay? So this is one of the first things that I really want to make sure that you guys understand, that no longer it needs to be just business talk, basically, okay? I want you to go in there from a very human perspective, very real, very authentic. What's also really interesting is that LinkedIn has just come out with their new algorithm update, by the way. Yes, all these platforms have algorithms, and we kind of should know a little bit about what's going on with the algorithms. And because we are talking about LinkedIn today, I want to make sure that you know that some of the new things that they have actually come out and said is that, look, personal storytelling is coming in first. So when we're looking at the current status of LinkedIn right now, and you are thinking about, Alex, what should be my content strategy for LinkedIn? Look at that. Personal storytelling is at number one. LinkedIn is absolutely loving that point of view that's coming from you. Okay? Another important thing to note, when you go and update your LinkedIn profile, you know how you can have interests? What are you interested in? Make sure that you have that section filled out. Because one thing that LinkedIn is doing now is, if on your LinkedIn profile, let's say you have gaming, AI, technology, and you are not talking about those topics, LinkedIn is not really going to push that content. So let's make sure that what's on our profiles that we say we are interested in, let's make sure that that's the content that we are talking about. Now look at that. Oh, I'm loving that we already have questions, hashtags. Yes, hashtags do matter a little bit. They're not a huge game-changing thing, but you should have at least 3 to 4 hashtags on your LinkedIn. But it's not a game-changing thing. Some game-changing things are some of these things. First one, personal storytelling. Second, thought leadership. LinkedIn is looking for your thoughts, your points of views. What is your opinion on ChatGPT or AI? Whatever is your niche, whatever it is that you specialize on, tell us your thoughts, tell us your opinion. LinkedIn is really looking for thought leaders, people that have a voice. They want to have conversations, so your posts should drive a conversation. Don't be shy. That's what thought leadership is. Thought leadership is about having a point of view. It's about having a thought and a perspective. It's not about being right, that's debatable, right? But it's about having that thought leadership opinion on a topic that you are an expert on. So as we see here, thought leadership is coming in second. So these are the things that LinkedIn is really looking for right now when it comes to our content strategy on LinkedIn. Number 3, event content. Well, look at that, and we are on an event. So I'm hoping SiGMA's LinkedIn strategy is really good. I think it is, because I was tagged a lot on SiGMA's LinkedIn page. So event content is a big one. Why? Because again, LinkedIn is all about now connections. They're very focused on making sure that they help you connect more with people. Then we have 4th, educational content. Educational content is a big one for LinkedIn. So if you are in that category, or if your company, because maybe some of you here are thinking about, wait, what's my strategy for my company on LinkedIn, right? This is also very applicable. So maybe in your company, you might want to create educational content. Don't forget, educational content is so powerful, because when we show that we can help someone, what happens? We build trust. When we build trust, what does that happen? People like us. When people like us, what do they want to do? They probably want to talk to us and do business with us. So focus on building trust, okay? To build trust, educational content is huge. Then we have industry-related content. Obviously, you want to be talking about what's happening in your industry. You want to be putting your points of views, your opinions on it. That's so important. And then number 6, having unique value propositions. That's so important. LinkedIn is looking for you to have a niche. Don't be too extremely broad. You know, in this case, we want to be making sure we're sticking to the value propositions that we care about. So this is just to give you an overview on some of the things that LinkedIn is really looking for right now. Oh, I'm loving these questions. Yes.
Okay, look, I'm asking actually, what's the difference between posts? Until I do posts, and I understand that there's other formats like articles, etc. I just want to understand.
Okay,
That's
I
it.
got your question. So that your question is great because I was just about to get to that. So he's asking about the content formats, and that's a great question. I was just about to get to that. So what is it that is working on LinkedIn right now? Listen, LinkedIn is very copy and image based. So for some of you that are here that are very video driven, I'm 99.9 video driven with my content strategy. I'm not saying video is dead on LinkedIn, but what primarily is still working on LinkedIn is going to be copy and images. And I just want to show you there on that screenshot from LinkedIn that they are even telling us that when you use polls on your LinkedIn posts, that's something that they really love. So I encourage you to use polls on your LinkedIn, ask questions, bring that engagement into the conversation. You can also upload documents, white papers, PDFs, downloadables. Let me move to my slides. So, when it comes to the types of content, you want to be paying attention to the keywords you are going to use on LinkedIn. This is the most important thing. When you are thinking about your content strategy on LinkedIn, it's all about the keywords. What does that mean, Alex? Keywords. On LinkedIn, you have to be very detailed to whom you are addressing. For example, if I want to address entrepreneurs, and let's say I want to address marketeers, I will make sure that in my posts I say, hey, are you an entrepreneur and are you struggling with your social media strategy? Blah, 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 blah. Are you looking to maybe expand your strategy of your content making? You need to use keywords on LinkedIn that are very specific to the types of people and companies that you want to attract. You cannot write very general LinkedIn posts on your LinkedIn like maybe you would if you are writing posts on your Instagram. So one of the first things that you have to be very detailed about is, who is my target audience? Who do I want to reach? Do I want to reach HR managers? Do I want to reach event planners? Do I want to reach marketing managers? Who are the people that I want to target? Because you have to include them in your captions or when you are writing your posts. I don't know if I have another slide that shows some of that. Yeah, so here, this is what I'm mentioning a little bit on this slide. Use keywords. General posts on LinkedIn just won't work. Because when I see a LinkedIn post, I want to feel like you're talking to me. So think about who is your desired audience. Is it a certain company, industry? Is it a certain, job profile that you're looking for? Those keywords need to be so specific. It can't be general. So that's why content making for LinkedIn usually definitely takes quite a lot of time and thought. But the more you'll practice, the better you'll get. Because I really want you to think about who is your target audience. Who do you want? And it can't be so general, like, okay, marketeers. Marketeers, that's still very general, right? Even if I say human resources, HR, still quite general. Is it HR managers in banking? Is it HR managers in a certain other industry? So this is when it comes to content making and writing your posts. Keywords matter, being extremely detailed. The frequency really matters. The algorithm on LinkedIn right now is also decreased because since 2 to 3 years, many of us have been telling you, get on LinkedIn, get on LinkedIn. There's a lot of opportunity on LinkedIn because the platform has evolved and has changed. So everybody's jumping on LinkedIn. So you need to at least be active every single day. You need to be posting at least more than once a day, at least 2 times. And that is if you really want to see traction. To really summarize the answer to your question, stay focused on copy and images. That's really the type of content that works on LinkedIn. Oh, Alex, so no videos? I'm not saying no to videos. Definitely you can post videos. But if I'm giving you, if you look at your strategy, I would say that allow 10 to 15% of your content to be videos and everything else be images and copy. Make sense? So if you have a company page, which maybe some of you here have and will, I just want to make sure that your company page has, is really sort of effective. One of the cool things that you see here is the use of the banner space. So either you have a personal LinkedIn profile, like me here, like these three guys and me here, or you are a company. Let's make sure that your banner is a visual space that can help provide information about you. So don't just have something random. Don't just have like a random cool backdrop. This is a space that you can utilize to promote yourself or to promote your company. If we look at this example from VaynerMedia, what they are doing is they are using their banner to showcase all of their companies, right? So this is what they've used their banner for. Okay, VaynerX has Sasha, Tracer, VaynerMedia, VaynerTalent, Gallery. Wow, okay? In this case, we're talking individuals. You have me there. I'm promoting my free Rebel Academy. If you guys want to learn with me, you can. I have a free Rebel Academy. It has more than 30 plus courses. I have 8,000 students on there, so definitely get on it if you want to continue learning with me. So I have made sure that I've used that space to tell you about my Rebel Academy, to also tell you about the book that I wrote. But here's some more examples. For example, Jay Shetty, right? He's showcasing his book. We've got Jay Fwainer, he's got a quote about LinkedIn. So make sure when platforms give you a visual space, be smart. You want to use that visual space to your advantage. Remember, we are visual humans. Our brain processes visuals and images way much faster than words. So when you have a platform that gives you a visual space like a banner, right away we have to think, oof, how can I use that so people can get to know me very easily and quickly? It's almost like that first impression that we have when we meet someone, right? Oh, and here's some more examples, right? So just wanted to give you some examples on how you can really design that LinkedIn banner for you guys. Who is now thinking, oh, shit, I really need to update my LinkedIn banner? You're smiling. Is that a yes? You have a picture of your office. Does it have a line? Does it say anything? And it's got the name. Still not good enough, right? Because if I see a picture of your office and I see the name of your company, I'm still not knowing what is it that you do and what you deliver. So make sure that you add a really nice liner in there that tells me right away what your company is about. What is your company? Ah, you're a lawyer. Okay. Yeah, you can have a very just simple line saying, I help people. Is it something specific that you do as a lawyer? Exactly. So you can say, I help people with, I don't know, personal injuries, whatever it may be. Yeah. We always want to be very clear on what is it that we help people with. Either it's company or it's a personal brand, so that there's no confusion and I can right away decide, oh, this is for me. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so this is my favorite part when I talk about LinkedIn, because how many of us on LinkedIn here keep receiving those terrible messages? Come on, don't be shy, we all get them, right? Oh, so many LinkedIn messages. Most of them are nonsense, right? It's nothing to do with what we need or want, right? Yeah. Here's some fun examples. Let's go through some fun examples. These are messages that I've received. So this is from my inbox. Okay. Hello, sir. I'm a woman. So this person didn't even take the time to actually acknowledge my gender. Thank you for connecting. I never connected, so I don't know what he's talking about. Hope you are doing well. You're just wasting my time. I know it might seem a bit weird seeing a message from a stranger, but being frank, I need your help. What is this? This is insane. First of all, are you just being so dramatic so that you get my attention? Yes, this is what's happening here, right? You're trying to play on this dramaticness of like, I need your help. But it's not gonna work because you didn't even take the time to address me by my gender. So this just shows laziness, right? Pure laziness. And when it comes to business development, which is what I'm talking about here now, business development, I love it because you can get so much if you get business development right on LinkedIn. But business development takes time and takes caring. You have to care, and I'll go deeper into this as we go along. But let's keep looking at some more amazing examples of great LinkedIn messages. Oh, hi, Alexandra. Yay, they got my name right. So, okay, there's a win. Looking forward to connecting with an awesome UAE startup founder like you. Let me know if I can bring value to you in any way I can. Can anyone tell me what's wrong with this message? You will win 3,000 points. What's wrong with this message? Too broad? Yes, true. Too broad? Yes. Extremely broad. What is this? So we're gonna go have coffee? Ain't no time for coffee. What else? Any other ideas? What could be wrong with this message? 3,000 points at stake here. No? Oh, okay. This is a shy group here. Do I just come down so I get more closer with you guys? Okay, what is wrong here? I'll tell you what's really wrong here. Let me know if I can bring value to you in any way I can. That has to be the most selfish statement we can say to someone when we're doing business development. I don't even know you. I don't even know how you can bring me value. So how can you ask that? So actually, you're just giving me more work. You are now wanting me to find out about you so that I can work out how you can help me. Oh my God, I don't have time for that. None of us have time for that. So that is not a statement that we will ever want to write. I can understand where the intent is coming from, but it's terrible. I don't even know you, right? What else? Also, another thing this person got wrong, I'm not a startup founder. This year, it's going to be my 8th year with House of Social. So he also didn't do his homework. Rule number 1 of business development, when you are outreaching to people, you have to look at them. You have to at least browse through who they are, what they do. Let me get a scan so I can understand how to best approach this person. And then the best part. Thanks. P.S. You shouldn't miss that. We just launched PPS. What do you think? So, what did this person really want? What this person really wanted was for me to look at the website, for me to care for the website. So you didn't want to help me. That was total BS. Can I say bullshit? It's SiGMA, I think I can. I talk at so many other proper conferences, I just never know anymore. So that was just total BS. You don't want to help me. You don't even care. You didn't even look at my profile. What you really want is for me to click on your damn link. If we want something from someone, then just be direct about it. Be honest about it. That will get you a long way. I would have much rather if you would have said, hey, Alex, I have this great platform, but I'm actually going to get into that. So I'm going to hold on that. Should we look at one more? Because they're so funny and they're all real. You're like, yeah. I could do this all day. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Alexandra. I have just joined and with the event pushed back to September, I'm keen to connect with you and see how we can collaborate further. Let me know if you have 5 minutes this week for a call this week. I don't even know who this person is. I don't know what event he's talking about. I don't even understand. So is he trying to make it seem like we're friends? I don't get it. So this is just, again, like, this makes no sense. I don't even know who you are. Okay, the reason why I'm... Which one? The third one is popular. Hi, Alexandra. I'm from a boutique online PR firm. I've just come across your LinkedIn page and read about your company. We've been working with top-tier publications such as Forbes, Inc., Entrepreneur, Market Watch, and many more. By the way, that's how that message ended. There was no other like call to action or anything. So I just saw this and I was like, okay, and are you gonna like, I don't know, put me on Forbes? Like what's... And in fact, this is another example of being lazy because I've actually been featured on Forbes and I've actually been featured on quite a few media platforms. So he actually could have said, hey, Alex, I saw that you were featured on Forbes a few years ago. Would you like to have that opportunity again? I could really help you. Now that would have caught my attention, right? Because I'm like, oh, this person did some homework. So the reason I'm showing you this is because like we all love this because we all relate. All of us here get these messages. And I know that sometimes we might be doing these messages because we're just not aware. But that's why we're here. And this is why I'm really gonna show you now and hopefully give you some real practical tips on how you can really do great business development. I work with so many clients and I do this again and again and again. So I really hope that you leave here today and you have a good template to get your business development LinkedIn outreach right. The first thing I want you to know is when you look at your LinkedIn inbox, what is it that you see? You just see the first two lines. Those first two lines is where our eyes land on. So you cannot waste time in those two lines saying, hi, how are you? I want to get in touch and learn. Hi, thank you so much. Alexandra, I genuinely admire the value. Okay, maybe that could have gotten my attention. Like those two, you're loving this, I love it. Those first two lines can't be wasted with, hi, how are you? Hi, hope you're well. No, here is where we need to be strategic. Here is when we need to learn the rules of psychology, sales psychology. And this is when we have to be smart. If I only have two lines, I need to strike in those two lines. So let's go through the 3 rules of striking. I just made that up, by the way. All right, okay, so this is actually a real example from a very dear client. And here we go. You can take this, steal it, use it, repurpose in your context. The first thing that we have at the top is the liner. Your next company event at Hard Rock Cafe. What does that do? That is so direct. If this company is looking for people that want to do events, and you will think about your context, you have to bring that to the first 2 lines. Those first 2 lines need to speak to the needs of your people. Where people get business development wrong is that they make it selfish. They make it all about themselves. I'm this company, I do this and I do that. And we don't care in the beginning. In the beginning, we want our needs met. I want my problems fixed. Can you address to my problems? Can you address to my needs? So when it comes to business development, it has to speak to the target audience problems and needs. So your next company event at Hard Rock Cafe, that is the first 2 lines that I will see in my inbox. And if I am an HR manager in a company that needs to have a company get together, a company milestone, you know what I mean? And I see that, that's gonna trigger me because that's gonna be like, oh yeah, okay. I need to do a company event at some point soon, especially if this was done during the festive season, end of year, right? Or at any point. So everything starts with those first 2 lines on your subject title, making sure that when they see that preview, it speaks right away. In your case, do you need a lawyer to help you with XYZ? Like straight to the point. Exactly. I'm just giving an example. Exactly. Now, let's break down the formula of your message, because a lot of these messages on LinkedIn are making so many mistakes. As you see here, the length of the message is also not too long. People are busy. We don't have time to read extremely long messages. So we have to be smart about the structure of our business development messages on LinkedIn. The first part says, "Dear Redfish Events, are you looking to host a unique team building get-together? Bring together your organization to celebrate a special milestone, perhaps a product launch or a training day." So what are we doing with our first phase of our business development message? We are speaking to their needs, to their problems. It's not about, "Hi, I am XYZ, I do this. The first thing is to trigger their needs by tackling what they're looking for. Second, then you go into you. That's when you can definitely talk about your value propositions. And you cannot make it hugely long, as we've seen with some messages that we get. They're so long. So let's see the second part. Whatever the occasion, at Hard Rock Cafe Dubai, we have a dedicated team that transforms our event vision into reality, making it stress-free. Our venue is super versatile. Our catering abilities are delicious too. But this has been thought through, because this is where you really think about, that's why I say your value propositions. So what is your business value propositions that you really want to highlight? In this case, for Hard Rock, they do want to highlight that they take care of your events from A to Z, that they will make it stress-free, because we know with companies, putting events together is so stressful. So even in this second part, you're being strategic about what value propositions do you want to push through so that it really is going to make a difference. Now, the last part. The last part is so important. We have a special offer. So in your last part, you might even have a special offer to put forward. Remember that we do get enticed by offers and deals and special things of such. So if you do have one, do it. "Oh, Alex, I don't." Well, then come up with one and try it. You can even do some messages that don't have an offer and have some messages that have. So you can do like an A/B testing so that you can get yourself some results and answers of like, "Oh, interesting. When I had an offer, I had so many people replying back." There you go. We have a special offer for events in December and Jan. Would you like to schedule a call with me? Or you can also write back with some details for your event. We need to think that we have to make it as easy as possible for the other person to get in touch with us. Either is click here to book already a meeting. You can have your Calendly link already, right? But we might want to make it even more personal. In this region is special. This region, people love to talk. They want to WhatsApp you. They want to have coffee. They want to get on the call. So this region is special, right? So you need to also think about what region you are in, what kind of context you are in. I've been in Dubai for 15 years. Here, people love that quick, prompt, "Yes, let me WhatsApp you. Yes, can we talk now?" Everything is very now, and they want to have that closeness. So think about how you can make it really easy for people to connect back, to contact you back, okay? You don't want to give them more work. You want to keep it really simple, okay? You might... Yeah, because that's a good question. He's asking, in the beginning you say maybe you have an event, and then at the end you say, "Yeah, I'm already going straight to it." Because towards the end, you want to be more direct. You want to be more firm. In the beginning, I'm giving ideas, right? Because maybe you want to do a team get together. Maybe you want to do a product launch. That's also very thoughtful through, because I know that my target audience might be considering those types of events. So I'm also thinking my target audience might want to do a product launch, might want to do a team building. So I'm sprinkling that in, because I know between one of those, one might hit. Now, You might want to add a catalog, you might want to add a PDF, you might want to add your website, obviously, because if I read through all the way here, I'm definitely mildly interested at this point. And yes, I might want to check you out. So definitely attach a PDF or your website, anything that can help me now learn more about you. And now comes the end, and this is where most of us are making mistakes. Most of these messages end with kind regards, best regards. It sounds like we will never talk again. It sounds like we've just now become strangers. No, 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 no. Golden rule for business development. You end it with a question. You make it conversational. Ready to talk about your next event? Don't waste time with a kind regards. No, you have to make it conversational. That's when you really go for that call to action, okay? So I hope that this can really help you. You can recontextualize it for whatever industry you are in and for whatever it is your business, either a company or a personal brand. But go through these 3-4 stages of your business development outreach. I promise you this works. When it comes to business development on LinkedIn, the most powerful thing is that it's almost free. You do need to get your LinkedIn Premium. But apart from the LinkedIn Premium, this is time. And when you think about how expensive it is to run ads, this can save you a lot of money. You train someone to do this, or you do this yourself, and you send 20 to 30 messages every day, I promise you, you will get leads. You will get people to reply. And even when I was doing this for Hard Rock, we got a lot of people replying saying, oh, thank you so much. We don't need any events right now, but we'll keep you in mind. Hey, that's a win. That's a win already. You'll keep me in mind. Before, you didn't even have me in mind. I've planted a seed now, and if I'm going to be smart with how I manage my database, I'm going to open an Excel sheet, and now I'm going to write that Johnny said he's going to keep me in mind. In 1 month's time, I'm emailing Johnny again, because I'm like, hey, Johnny, it's been a month. Do you want to do an event? What's going on? So, key rules. You want to do this in volume. You want to get that LinkedIn Premium so it allows you to message as many people as possible. Sales Navigator will help you. Sales Navigator is part of the LinkedIn Premium when you sign up. Yeah. So you can sign up for the LinkedIn Premium. You can pay month by month. You have 30 days free, so you can do the 30 days for free. So take the 30 days for free, and then you can decide if you want to sign up. And you want to use that search bar on LinkedIn to really find the right people for you. And that's the beauty of LinkedIn. So when you are thinking about, oh, I need leads, I need new customers, I need to find people to do business with me, I don't know how, LinkedIn is right here. It's just going to require you drafting really good messages, and you can repurpose this message and tweak it a little bit, and then it's about volume. Messaging as many people as possible. But most times it doesn't work at the first strike. Number one, another rule of business development is the follow-up. So make sure that you create an Excel list. Make sure that you start understanding who are the people that you want to follow up. I'm one of those people. You need to follow up with me, because if you catch me on a very busy period, I might see your message. I might even be interested, but because I was so busy, I just didn't have the time to reply. So make sure that you're keeping track of your people that you're doing business development so that you can follow up. Here is a trick that I love. Follow up with a voice note. Voice notes on LinkedIn are awesome. You know why? We get curious when we get a voice note, because it's like, ooh, I can't read it. What does this say? Let me click, right? So don't be shy to use LinkedIn voice notes. It strikes curiosity. So you actually increase more chances of people like listening to what you're saying, okay? All right, moving on to the last bit. The last bit here is I just want to briefly touch on LinkedIn ads, okay? So what I've just showed you now is how you can really do business development on LinkedIn. It costs you hardly no money apart from the LinkedIn Premium. It's only gonna cost you time, right? But if you really want to scale on LinkedIn, if you are really serious about reaching certain companies or individuals, LinkedIn ads, probably one of the most powerful right now. Why? Because with LinkedIn ads, you can specifically choose the type of companies you want to reach. So if you want to reach tech, gaming, AI, or Alex, but I want to reach individuals. I don't want to reach companies. I really want to reach startup founders. I really want to reach artists. I want to reach marketing managers. I want to reach people that are doing AI. This is where LinkedIn ads can be so powerful, okay? So if anyone here is familiar with Facebook ads, this is not so strange. Nobody has really reinvented the wheel because Facebook took a long time to figure it out, and they kind of did it right. So if you are somewhat familiar with the Facebook ads dashboard, this is going to look a little familiar. So you do have quite a few ad goals to choose from. You can run ads just to create awareness for your campaigns, but some of the best ones is really going to be engagement ads that drive a lot of conversation. Video views can somewhat be interesting, but I would definitely say the best ones are the engagement, the messaging, the lead generation, website conversions, and job applications. Those would definitely be the best ads for you, especially if you're a company. Now, the next ads that you want to consider is the ads that are messaging ads. These are the ads that go directly into people's inboxes, which I'm sure we might have gotten, right? This is so powerful if you want to reach specific people. So I really, really urge you to think about possibly running LinkedIn ads if you want to scale the presence of your company. If you want to reach specific people, you can run LinkedIn message ads. And again, that's where that script that we just saw, that's where that script will come in really handy. Because the same way that you've used it to do organic sales business outreach, you can use that for when you are running those ads. So if you have budget to spare in your marketing budget, if you really want to scale, if you're like, Alex, I really need leads. I need people to know about my company. I need people to know about my products. I want people to hire me. Really consider LinkedIn ads. They are very powerful because when you're setting up your LinkedIn ads, you can choose company, specific companies. Alex, I just want tech. Cool. Choose tech companies. I want it in specific cities. Cool. Choose the specific cities. Alex, I want only senior C-level people. Great, you can choose senior C-level people. It can be so detailed, the targeting. Alex, but I want individuals. Okay, choose. I want senior marketing managers. I want AI specialists. I want event planners. Okay, amazing. I want to reach a new market. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Italy. Okay, you choose Italy. You can even choose their interests. You can choose by, I want people that are interested also in this, that. And then you can send direct messages straight into their inbox with that write-up that we did.
I have a question.
Yes.
Because we are here in a gaming conference. Now, affiliate managers, normally you'll see them in a LinkedIn and say, listen, I left this one, I joined this one, I saw it a lot. But the CFOs, the CEOs, the people that are relevant to you, unless you're an affiliate, which normally these are the ones you say, will never say that they work for that casino. But sometimes they will say that they're working for a marketing company, which is irrelevant. You'll never know, but that marketing company that's connected to that casino. That's the challenging part. How can you overcome this challenge?
So you're saying they don't want to be clear about the company they are working for?
The brand.
The brand.
Exactly.
So then they would have to have their individual brand, their individual presence on LinkedIn. So let's say it's me, Alex.
Yeah.
And I'm
running a casino with the Curaçao license.
But on my LinkedIn, it doesn't say I run a casino.
Absolutely. They say that you're working with, Technical Solutions Limited. That's
then
how it goes.
Then it needs to come from an individual that will say, some title. I don't know. I'm a
Okay.
technician. Some title. Like it then can't say that I work for that casino. It's like I'm a middleman, right? I'm gonna become the middleman to represent that casino.
No, it will say that if you're a CEO, you'll say that I'm CEO of
Yeah.
Technologic Solutions Limited.
Yes.
Now, between me and you, that's a company that runs the casino.
Yes.
That's a company, but
Yeah.
you don't have, maybe it's not, there is no solution, but I don't think the solution of how can you target these companies.
That's what I'm saying. You need to find someone that acts almost like a middleman,
Got it. That's
like
the
an
mystery.
agent.
Got it.
Do you see what I mean? That's what I mean by the middleman.
Now I got
So
it.
I'm an agent. I don't work for a casino. I'm Alex. I'm a relationship manager,
Exactly.
whatever.
Exactly.
And I have a great LinkedIn profile, personal LinkedIn profile. I'm like an agent. And I will rep and I will be like a middle person between
Exactly.
that casino and now targeting the other people. That happens a lot, by the way. Yeah.
In which
Good
context?
question.
Thank you.
Challenging question. I
In
love
which
it.
context you see it?
Huh?
In which context you see it apart from
I
casinos?
see it a lot around clients that I have that sell tobacco and alcohol. Because those are very tricky industries. Yeah, especially here in the Middle East. Absolutely. So, LinkedIn ads, so powerful. If you've got budget left and you want to scale, run them. Now you know which ones you should aim for. If you don't have marketing right now, do that business development outreach, do it thoughtfully, and you have to do it in volume consistently. I promise you, you get results. I haven't had a client that I haven't worked with that didn't get results from it. But you do have to do it consistently. You have to do it in volume, and you have to pay a little bit of attention to the message that you're going to send. And case by case, you might sometimes even really detail that message, you know. This is a great, that message I showed you, it's a great template message that really works well for this company because it's perfect. But for some of you, you might think, oh, I would need a little bit tweaking for certain types of people. Great, then do that. But if you then think about it, it becomes a copy-paste job, copy-paste, you put the name of the person, and you just send volumes and volumes. This saves you a lot of money. You're not spending money on LinkedIn ads. And I'll tell you something, you learn a lot doing this on LinkedIn. And you can also teach this to people in your company, maybe a junior person in your company, and now you've got someone doing this. So whenever you're going through a phase that you need more leads, that you need more clients, start doing this as early as possible. And then if you have some budget, definitely run those LinkedIn ads. They're so powerful. You can specifically reach people that you want. So my name is Alex. Thank you so much for giving me your time and attention. If you want to continue connecting with me, you can. I am pretty much everywhere. I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on LinkedIn. I have a free Rebel Academy if you want to continue learning with me. Everything is on www.alexhouseofsocial.com. My online academy is totally free. There's 30 plus courses on there. You can also hire me. I can be your consultant. So I hope you enjoyed. Do we have questions? Thank you so much already for all your questions. That was awesome. Does anybody have questions for me? No? You good? Oh, yay.
My friend was using a bot in order to find relative people. Yeah, could be. No, it was good to find the people for me, but then the messages were something that with your feedback I can implement and polish.
Yeah.
But he is using a bot to find the people. A good strategy.
It's funny because you don't even really need a bot on LinkedIn to find people. If like this gentleman was saying about the Sales Navigator. The Sales Navigator on LinkedIn is so good. Even without the Sales Navigator, the search bar on LinkedIn is so, like I'm obsessed with that search bar. You type in a keyword, you get LinkedIn groups, you get the latest posts, you get people, you get companies. And let me tell you, this is where we cannot get lazy as marketeers or business people. These bots drive me insane because it just makes so many of us lazy. The more you understand LinkedIn, the more control you'll have it in making it work for you. So I would say get rid of that bot, go to that search, and now fall in love with that search bar because you can find so many cool things there. People, companies, profiles. Like you write AI and you can find latest posts that have mentioned AI. You can find groups, you can find articles, blogs, people. And then you really want to go into this, what I call like vortex, which is like, oh, now I just found a bunch of people, a bunch of cool things that are so in my world. Oh, and I need you to get excited about that because especially if you are the one having to do the business development and sales, you gotta get excited about getting into that vortex because now that's your people. Like, oh, damn, look at all these people talking about AI in, I don't know, Dubai. I'm gonna need to message all of these people. Oh, and look at this guy that just posted about AI 30 minutes ago. I need to go comment on his post and I need to connect with him and I need to send him a message. So these bots, I always say no, because we're just being lazy. I don't want us to be lazy. We got to put in the work. You know what I mean? So I don't even think you really need it. You know, even without paying for the Sales Navigator on LinkedIn, that search bar gives you everything. Second degree connection, first, second, third degree connections. You will just then need to upgrade it to be able to connect, but you get those 30 days free. So you get those 30 days free, and then you can pay either month by month, pause it when you don't need it, or you just get the one. I mean, this is how they make their money. So yeah, not everything is free, but yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you so much. Any questions? Thank you so much. Any questions? Yay, amazing. Thank you so much for your time. And thank you, SiGMA, for having me back again. Hopefully I see you next year.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Alex, from the House of Social.